What is parallelism? Parallelism is the matching of the forms of words, phrases, or clauses within a sentence. Rules in parallelism. Use a parallel structure with elements joined by coordinating conjunctions. Use parallel structure with elements in list or in a series. Use parallel structure with elements being compared. Use parallel structure with elements joined by a linking verb or a verb of being. Use parallel structure with elements joined by a correlative conjunction. Kinds of modifiers. Adjective. An adjective is a word that tells us more about a noun. It describes or modifies a noun. An adjective often comes before a noun. Example, a dark sky. And sometimes an adjective comes after a verb. Example, the sky became dark. But adjectives can also modify nouns. Example, they were empty. Most adjectives can be comparative or superlative. For example, big, bigger, biggest. Adverb. An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb. Example, Tom is very tall. Adverbs often modify verbs. This means that they describe the way an action is happening. Example, my cat waits impatiently for his food. Adverbs can also modify adjectives and other adverbs. Often the purpose of the adverb is to add a degree of intensity to the adjective. Example, the woman is quite pretty. Prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrase modifiers are words, phrases, and clauses that modify or describe a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase consists of a preposition plus another word, phrase, or clause that functions as the prepositional complement. The grammatical forms that can function as the prepositional phrase modifier in English grammar are adverb phrases and adjective clauses. Clauses. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb that have a relationship. Adjective clause as a modifier. A dependent clause that describes the noun. Example, the notebook that I write all my dreams in is missing. Adverb clause as a modifier. An adverb clause uses a subordinate clause to modify an adjective, adverb, or verb. Example, if there were more cushions on the ground, I would jump. What are split infinitives? An infinitive is the unreflected form of a verb alone. A split infinitive is created by placing an adverb or adverbial phrase between the two and the verb. Although split infinitives have been widely condemned in grade school classrooms, they're common in writing of all kinds. When to avoid split infinitives. When moving the adverb to the end of a phrase doesn't cause confusion or change the sentence's meaning. It's a good idea to keep the infinitive intact. Example, he urged me to casually walk up and say hello. When to split infinitives. Infinitives should be split when the adverb either needs emphasis or wouldn't work anywhere else in the sentence. Example, they're expected to gradually come down in price to about $50 to $75 each. Dangling modifier. A dangling modifier is a word or a phrase that modifies a word not clearly stated in the sentence. A modifier describes, clarifies, or gives more detail about a concept. Example, having finished the assignment, Jill turned on the TV.